Hello, brothers and sisters. Really quick, I just want to do a really quick video. Um, I just wanted to say that I see a lot of competitiveness on YouTube, and it really saddens me. It really does. I would encourage you, if God has given you a ministry or He has um, called you to any type of ministry work, that you would really consider just focusing on your ministry and what God has you doing. If God has you critique here and there another ministry or another brother and sister, that's fine. But it's when it comes into competitiveness, or I'm right and you're wrong, or the way you're doing it's wrong, or the way I'm doing it's right. For me and my ministry, I don't like showcasing my ministry online. I think that it's wrong. I'm not saying that every ministry that does that is wrong, but for me personally, I don't like doing it. And the reason why is because, let's just say a scenario is there's 3 different ministries out in the same area at the same time. And there's this woman, and she's struggling with this, that, and whatever it is. And she opens up to every 3 of these ministries about her addiction, her problems, her life, her beliefs, and everything. And she's trusting these ministries with her and to pray for her. And the whole time you have a camera up in her face. All 3 ministries do. And so, are you doing it to help that person, or are you doing it to showcase it? And I'm not saying that these ministries are doing it to showcase. It is definitely a hard thing. And I do believe in, having cameras for your protection if you are in a deep city and there's a lot of people and you need it for protection. But also, another factor that comes in with that is, if you're that woman, think how that woman would feel. She's on 3 different platforms now that she has shared with these 3 different ministries. And I really think that we need to think about that. I really do. And I think that we need to focus on what God has us doing, instead of worrying about, oh, this ministry over there is doing that wrong, or this ministry over there is doing this wrong, or that ministry is over there doing this wrong, or that right and this wrong, and that this, that, and whatever. And we really just need to focus, because the problem is what happens is this division comes in, and then this competitiveness comes in, and then before you know it, you're taking that out on the streets in your ministry. And let me tell you what, it is very toxic. And it is very unfruitful when you have that in your heart, when you're out spreading the gospel. So be very, very careful I'm not saying don't critique. I'm saying we need to be more focused on what God has us doing than what God has them doing. Because if we're not careful, we're going to allow that to consume us, and it delays progress. It causes a lot of problems spiritually out on the ministry field. And so we have to stay focused on what matters. What matters is these lost souls. What matters is that we love these people, that we pray over these people, that we continue to pray for these people, that we continue to, if we have given our numbers out, continue to reach out to them, continue to love on them, continue to pray for them, continue to check up on them, whatever it is. Because when we start looking at other ministries and not what God's doing with us, it becomes a problem. And I'm not saying, not be cautious or not learn from the mistakes of other ministries that might be doing this. But I'm saying is, when it becomes a competitiveness, when it becomes I'm right, you're wrong, or I don't like that and you should stop it. And then it becomes this borderline anger competitiveness. It's not healthy out on the streets. It's not healthy out when you're trying to live like the Lord and to strive towards righteousness and to be that vessel of the Lord for somebody and to be used. It causes lots of problems. So 2 key points from this video I want to recap over is it is God who saves, not us. It is God who saves, not us. So when you say, oh, I saved somebody today with the sinner's prayer, or I saved somebody today, it's not you. It's the Lord who draws. It's the Lord who saves. We're merely there to guide them and pray for them and help them know who the Lord is. If they want to know who the Lord is and God is using us in their life, then that is a sheep that God has given you, and you are accountable as a good shepherd to lay your life down for that sheep as he did for us. It is a high responsibility and it is a high calling from the Lord. So if God has given you this calling, be careful. I'm just saying, because when you get that spirit of competition, or that spirit of I'm right, you're wrong, or this is the way it should be done, or this, that, and whatever, and then you start looking over here and over there and over here instead of looking inward, and just focus on what God has you doing. You be that person. You be that vessel. You be the one. Quit worrying about if they're doing it right. You do it right. You be that one. And lead by example. And pray. Pray and hope that people will see your example and go from there. And pray for them. But let's just be careful. God is the one who saves, not us. And let's not let the competitive spirit come in and try to wreak havoc out on the ministry field. God bless you all. I hope this message edified you. Take care.